Very good morning to all the students. As it was known yesterday, we explained about the range of measurement of length, mass and time, very smaller value to very large value, that we finished in the last class. And today we will go to discuss about the errors. Before going to the errors, here 2 points we will see. One is the accuracy and another is the precision. These two things we have to see, because of while we are going to measuring, there we are going to making some mistakes, some errors we are going to making, during which one is the accurate value, that we have to know. So here the accuracy is that value which is very close to the standard value. Standard value ಯಾವುದು ಬಹಳ ಕ್ಲೋಸರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು accurate value ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. In case of a physics, usually what we are going to measuring, all the measurements are actually not a 100% accurate. They are almost, for example, 99.99% accurate, not 100%. So for that purpose we have to go most closer value to the standard one, which we will call it as a accurate value, and that is what we will call it as a more accurate. And another is the precision. So here, while measuring some physical quantities such as length, diameter, radius, mass, what we are going to measure in terms of grams, in terms of kg, like that, during that case there is some limit will be there, what we are going to measuring by using some instruments. So there is some limit will be there. For example, we are going to measuring the length using the meter scale, as you are going to using the simple scale regularly, what you are going to using, in which the limit of measurement is, for example, length of this chalk piece. Length of this chalk piece is about 5 point something centimeters. Say here 5.4 centimeter. This is the final limit to measure the length of this chalk piece using the meter scale, not more than that one. Whereas there are other instruments such as we have vernier calipers is there. The vernier calipers will be like this. This is what the vernier calipers. Using this vernier calipers you can able to measure the length of the chalk piece, and here is 5 point, for example, 45 centimeter. For this the limit is after decimal point 2 digits we are going to getting. So this is one of the another value which gives us some limit up to after decimal point 2 digits we are going to measuring. Whereas there is another instrument will be there, and which we will call it as a micrometer screw gauge, and this is what the micrometer screw gauge. Using this we are going to measuring, and measured value will be, we will get up to, for example, this instrument, it will be helps to measure somewhat smaller distances. For example, we are going to measuring the diameter of this chalk piece, and after measuring this diameter of this chalk piece, say this chalk piece diameter is about 1.234 centimeter, and better to see here, this is the measurement in which we are going to getting after decimal point 3 digits we are going to getting. So therefore here, for using the micrometer screw gauge, the limit will be up to 3 digits after the decimal point. Using the vernier calipers, up to 2 digits after the decimal point. Whereas the meter scale, what we have, only 1 digit after the decimal point. So this is the limit, and this limits we will call it as a precision. The maximum precision in case of a ordinary scale, meter scale, is 5.4 after decimal point 1. Using the vernier calipers, 2 digits will be there. Using the screw gauge, we have the 3 digits. So that is what we will call it as a precision. So here one is the accuracy and another is the precision. Now later we will go the types of errors. Keep it in mind whenever we are going to measuring during the experiment, during the practical, what we are going to measuring. So in general, we are not going to getting the accurate values, exact values, which are same as that of the standard values. There must be some mistakes we are going to making. So therefore, those mistakes generally here we will call it as errors. So in case of errors, actually there are 2 types will be there. Types of errors. So here there are 2 types of errors. One is systematic error. One is systematic error and another is random error. There are 2 types of errors will be there. Systematic error and another is random error. In case of the systematic error, there are 3 types will be there, and they are nothing but one is the instrumental error. Instrumental error. One is what the instrumental error. Second will be imperfection in experimental procedure. Imperfection in experimental observation or experimental procedure. Experimental procedure. While doing the experiment, what we are going to explain the procedure to you, to the students, during that case procedure itself is somewhat mistake will be there. So such errors we will call it as a imperfection in experimental procedure. And one more is, that is depends on the observer who is going to doing the experiment, who is going to measuring. So which we will call it as a personal error. Personal error. So these are the 3 types of errors in case of a systematic error. So in case of systematic error, one is the instrumental error. And this instrumental error is the error which is found in the measuring instrument. For example, here is the vernier calipers will be there. So in case of a vernier calipers, actually here we have the 2 scales will be there. Vernier calipers ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು 2 scale ಇರ್ತವೆ, which we will call it as one is the main scale and another is the vernier scale. When we are going to adjusting the 0 of this vernier scale, during that case there must be coincidence of 0 of the vernier scale and 0 of the main scale. Those 2 zeros, main scale and vernier scale zeros, they must be coincides. Then this instrument has 0 instrumental error. If the 0 of vernier scale exactly does not coincides with the 0 of the main scale, then this instrument is having a error which we will call it as instrumental error. Is it clear which one we will call it as a instrumental error? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ 2 ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಇರ್ತವ, ಒಂದು ವರ್ನಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮೇನ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತದ. ಆ ವರ್ನಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ 0 ಡಿವಿಷನು ಮತ್ತು ವರ್ನಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ 0 ಡಿವಿಷನ್, ಮೇನ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ 0 ಡಿವಿಷನ್, ವರ್ನಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ 0 ರೀಜನ್ ಎರಡು ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಕೋಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎರರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಎರರ್ 0 ಅಂತ ತಗೋಬಹುದು ನಾವು. ಅದೇ ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಕೋಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಸಮ್ error in the instrument, which we will call it as a experiment. So instrumental error. Okay. Artha idiga instrumental error. Then imperfection in experimental observation or in experimental procedure. For example, here in first PUC, you are going to getting the one of the experiment in which you have to measure the dimensions of given object. Dimensions of given object. For example, here by using the another instrument here, I will show you to measure the thickness of a given wire, to measure the diameter of this chalk piece. During that there is some procedure will be there, and the procedure is first we have to make it this instrument will be perfect. It should have a 0 error. That means 0 of the one scale coincides with the 0 of the another. For example, in this screw gauge, it has again 2 scales. As I explained now only, in case of a vernier scale, there are 2. One is the vernier scale and another is the main scale. Whereas in case of this screw gauge, here the 2 scales are there. One is the main scale and another is the head scale. When we are going to explaining this experiment to find the diameter of a chalk piece, so during that case we will say you exactly if there is no errors in case of a procedure na ಹೇಳೋ ಟೈಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರಬೇಕು 0 of the head scale must coincides with the 0 of the main scale. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೇನ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಪಿಚ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಮೇನ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಯಾವುದು ಪಿಚ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆ 0 of the pitch scale and 0 of the head scale 0 ಎರಡು coincide ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಆದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಮಾಡೋ ಟೈಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಹೇಳೋ ಟೈಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ 0 of the head scale 0 of the pitch scale coincide ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಅದ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರರ್ ಅದ ಅಂತ. ಅಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ಎರರ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಇಂಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅಂತ ಎರರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತವೆ. That is the second type of error. And third type of error is personal error. Personal error in the sense that it will be depends on person to person, that it will be depends on the students, those they are going to doing, and that will be different to one student to another. And the difference is actually while measuring the either it may be a thickness or it may be a length or it may be whenever you are going to observing the clock, so their observations will be during observation we are going to making some mistakes. So actually we have to see while measuring the any diameter, any thickness, then our observation should be normal to that scale. Observations to see the scale, to see the readings, that should be normal to the scale. Normal to the scale ಇರಬೇಕು ನಾವು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಪರ್ಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡಬೇಕು ನಾವು. ಹಿಂಗೆ ಒಂದ್ ವೇಳೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರರ್ ಬರ್ತದ ಅಂತ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೆಲವರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ, ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಎರರ್. ಅದೇ ಬೇರೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಕೆಳಗೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಮ್ ಎರರ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾವ. ದಟ್ ಎರರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ತದ. ಅದು ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಎರರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಐಸೈಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅಂತ ಕೇಸಸ್ ನಲ್ಲೂ ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಟೈಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಸಚ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಎರರ್ಸ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಎರರ್. Of course, these 3 types of errors we can able to make it corrections. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ 3 ಎರರ್ಸ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಬಟ್ ವೆರಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಎರರ್ which we will call it as a random error, and that random error is the error obtained, error it will be found while measuring the dimensions of the given object, while measuring the any other quantities of the given object. So there we are not going to taking precautions, we are not going to doing perfectly. there we are randomly we are going to doing. ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ, ಬೇರೆ ಏನೋ ನೋಡಬೇಕು ಅದು ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಂತ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಸೆಟಪ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಟೈಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಡಯಾಮೀಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಚಾಕ್ ಪೀಸ್ ನಾವು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಇಡಬೇಕು, ನಾವು ಈ ಥರ ಇಡಬೇಕು. ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಮಿಡ್ಲ್ದಾಗ ಇಡಬೇಕು. ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದೀಸ್, ಈ ಥರ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದ. ಅದು ಆಗೋದು ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕು, ಅದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ವಿ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಮೇಡ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಅದನ್ನು ದೆನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಎರರ್ಸ್. Such errors we will call it as a random errors. And these, of course, these random errors are not difficult to find out it. ಅದನ್ನು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಅದು ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ನಾಟ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ವಾಟ್ ದಿ types of errors. I will repeat it. In case of a measurements of the physical quantities, either their dimensions means length, mass, time, length, breadth, height, like that, radius, diameter, while measuring the mass of the given objects, while measuring the time, so there we are going to making some errors, some mistakes. We are not going to, after measuring, the result she is not going to equal to the standard value. So there we are going to getting the mistakes, so which we will call it as the errors, in which there are two types: systematic error, random error. In case of a systematic error, instrumental error, imperfection in experimental procedure, and personal errors. And already now I explained instrumental errors will be how it will be found, imperfection in experimental procedure, and personal error. And one more is what? Random error. So these types of the errors. Now after these errors, we are going to observing next point is after the types of errors. So here how to calculate, how to find the errors, how to find the errors. So before going to the measurement of the errors, so here one more is there. In case of a instruments, what we are going to using, what I shown here, the two instruments I shown. ಎರಡು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ತೋರಿಸೀನಿ, ಒಂದು ವರ್ನಿಯರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲಿಪರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸೀನಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮೈಕ್ರೋಮೀಟರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೂ ಗೇಜ್ ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸೀನಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಇರ್ತದ, ಅದು ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಕೌಂಟ್. Least count means smallest measurement which can be possible to measure using that instrument, and that least count can be make it properly. Adana correct ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. Least measurement which can be made by using the instrument which we will call it as a least count, and that least count we have to calculate, and that is nothing but smallest division. Smallest division on main scale, and here in two scales the smallest division on main scale divided by total number of divisions on vernier scale. Vernier scale. This is nothing but least count. Least count of which instrument? For example, here the instrument is vernier scale or vernier caliper. ಯಾವ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದು? ವರ್ನಿಯರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲಿಪರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದು. ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಕೌಂಟ್ ನಾವು ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲೆಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಆನ್ ಮೇನ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ divided by total number of divisions on vernier scale. Similarly, other instrument, in place of this vernier scale, there is a screw gauge. Screw gauge. ತೋರಿಸಿ ನಾನು ಸ್ಕ್ರೂ ಗೇಜ್ ಇರ್ತದ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬರ್ತದೆ ಸ್ಪೆರೋಮೀಟರ್. ಸ್ಪೆರೋಮೀಟರ್. ಹಿಯರ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಅನದರ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟ್. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಪೆರೋಮೀಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇದರದ್ದು ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಕೌಂಟ್ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, in place of smallest division on main scale, Of course, you can call it as a smallest division on main scale or pitch anta kariತೀವಿ. Pitch is nothing but one pitch is nothing but smallest division on main scale of screw gauge. And divided by total number of divisions on vernier scale. In place of vernier scale, there we will get head scale. Head scale anta ಬರ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಸ್ಕ್ರೂ ಗೇಜ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಪಿಚ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಟೋಟಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಬರ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಸ್ಕ್ರೂ ಗೇಜ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ನೋ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಕೌಂಟ್. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಟೈಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಮೆಜರಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡ್ತದ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರ್ತದ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅದರ ನಂತರ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಟೈಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತದ. ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಟೋಟಲ್ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಮೇನ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ವರ್ನಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಇಂಟು ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅದು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ದಟ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್. ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಟೈಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದನ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಮಗೆ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಇದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು. ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್? So now we will go how to measure the errors. So here while measuring the errors we are going to measuring as the errors will be absolute error, relative error, percentage error anta measuring. Only absolute error, mean absolute error, relative error and percentage error. One is absolute error, mean absolute error. Third one is relative error, and one more is percentage error. Percentage error. These are the four types while measuring, calculating errors. Absolute error. Now first we will see here absolute error. Hand calculate ಮಾಡಬೇಕು absolute error. So look here, in general whenever we are going to doing the experiment, for example to measure the length of the given object using the screw gauge. For example, here length of the chop piece, what we are going to measuring like that. ಈ ತರ measurement ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. While measuring its length, we are going to repeating this measurement number of times. We are going to repeating this measurement will be number of times measurement ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. ಅದೇ ಸೇಮ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಟೈಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬರ್ತವೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ದೇರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಮೆಜರಿಂಗ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ x1, x2, x3 ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ದು ಮೀನ್ ತೆಕ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. Mean andrenu, for example, you are going to measuring the three values, that is x1, x2, x3, and these three values sum divided by 3. Idu mean value bartada. Idu mean value adu x bar anta bariti. And after this, while measuring the length, number of times, n time, ith time measurement ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಒಂದು ಸಲ, ಎರಡು ಸಲ, ಮೂರು ಸಲ, 10 ಸಲ, 100 ಸಲ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. 100ನೇ ಸಲ 100th ಟೈಮ್ ಇನ್ ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ 100th ಟೈಮ್ ಅದು ಮೆಜರ್ಡ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ IXI ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ith ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ith ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದು ಮೀನ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. And this, in case of a absolute error, Here absolute error, for example, we will write it as delta x, and this delta x is nothing but absolute error, which is the difference in ith value of measured difference mean value. That means xi minus x bar. This is nothing but what? Absolute error. Difference in measured ith value of the given object using the given instrument. Difference its mean value is known as absolute error, and this can be written as delta x equal to xi minus x bar. X bar is nothing but mean value. Here x bar is mean value and xi is ith value. The difference between those two, that it will be gives absolute error, and this absolute error, it may be positive or it may be negative. ಅದು absolute error ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ ಅದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇರಬಹುದು ಇಲ್ಲ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಬಟ್ ಫೈನಲಿ we have to take the magnitude of that value, that is delta x, and this should be always positive value. ಅದು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ positive value ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ, which we will call it as what here? Absolute error. Absolute error is defined as the difference in ith measured value of a given object and the mean value of the measure, which gives the absolute error, which can be delta x equal to xi minus x bar. This x, delta x, either it may be positive or it may be negative, but we have to take always the errors we have to take as a positive. Hence we have to measure its magnitude, and that magnitude is delta x equal to always what? Positive value. This is absolute error. Now second one, what you have here? Mean absolute error. Mean absolute error. And this mean absolute error, we will write it as delta x bar. As we measure the absolute error, once we measure the absolute error, then say this is the absolute error of one value. Again the experiment will be repeated. Matte experiment repeat martivi. Again we will get the another absolute error. Again we are going to repeating number of times, and here we will get again delta x3, delta x4, like this number of absolute errors we will get. ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತ ಹೋಗಿದ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎರರ್ ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಎರರ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಎರರ್, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಎರರ್, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ, ಅವೆಲ್ಲದರದ್ದು ಮೀನ್ ತೆಗಿಬೇಕು. ಮೀನ್ ಆಫ್ ದೀಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಎರರ್ಸ್, ಮೀನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಎರರ್ಸ್ gives the mean absolute error, which we will write it in delta x bar is equal to delta x1 plus delta x2 plus delta x3 plus let us so on up to what you are going to measuring up to nth term, and these should be positive. Another mod is divided by how many will be there? There are n numbers will be there, and that is what divided by n number. This we will call it as what? Mean absolute error. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರರ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರರ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರ್ತದ? What is the difference between these two errors? Here is the error. Here we will get the after measured value, its accuracy, and comparing to this accuracy, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ accuracy, ಈ accuracy ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ, ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತಲೂ ಇದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅಕ್ಯುರೇಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. This mean absolute error is more accurate than that of the absolute error. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು, ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎರರ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿವಿ, ಆ ಎರರ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ 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 ಎರರ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ, ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ಕೋತ ಬರ್ತದ, ಅಂಡ್ ದ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಮೋರ್ ಅಕ್ಯುರೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೋರ್ ಅಕ್ಯುರೇಸಿ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಇವು ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎರರ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಎರರ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಎರರ್. ದೆನ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಎರರ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತಿಷ್ಟು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ತದ. ದೆನ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಎರರ್. ಎರರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ಕೋತ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ಕೋತ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಫೈನಲ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಆಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ accurate values we are going to getting. For that purpose we have to know the different types of measurement of errors. So is it clear about the absolute error? And another is mean absolute error. Now we will go third one, relative error. Third one ಯಾವುದು, relative error. Relative error. And this relative error, again we are going to using this mean absolute error, that is delta x bar. This is what the mean absolute error. And as it was known, x bar is the mean value. X bar is what? The mean value. And the ratio of these two, that it will be gives the relative error. That means the ratio between mean absolute error, the ratio between mean absolute error to the mean value, it gives the relative error. This gives what the relative error. Then one more is fourth one, what we have here, percentage error. Percentage error. And this percentage error what we are going to getting, that is same as a relative error, but it will be multiplied with 100 multiplication ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ ಅದನ್ನ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, percentage error. That means delta x bar divided by x bar into 100 equal to percentage error. Okay, shortcut na percentage. You know it. You was learn how to write the symbol for percentage. Like percentage error. Okay. Measurement ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವ, absolute error, mean absolute error, relative error and percentage error. So in case of a absolute error, this is the mean value and this is the ith measured value. Then difference between these two, xi minus x bar, this gives the absolute error. And this absolute error, it may be positive or negative, but we have to go for mod. Mod represents the error is always positive. Then the number of these absolute error what we are going to calculating, then the mean absolute error, that it will be gives absolute sum of the number of absolute errors, as I gave you here, the sum of the number of absolute errors divided by total number, that it will be gives mean absolute error. Third one is relative error, which is the ratio of mean absolute error to the mean value, that it will give the relative error. Whereas the percentage error is the product of relative error into product of relative error and 100. That means delta x bar by x bar into 100. That is what the percentage error. So these are the calculations or measurements of the errors. Later, after measuring the two values or any number of values, and the two values after adding, so again we will get the errors. In case of a addition of two values or three values, in case of a multiplication of two values or three values, in case of a division, in case of a exponential terms. So during that case, how to calculate the errors? And in general, better to keep it in mind, what we are going to measure in the error, that should be more accurate. And if that should be more accurate, so there we have to go especially percentage error. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು? ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಎರರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಬಾಳೆ ಬಾಳಾದರೂ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹಿಂದೆ ಅಂತ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಎರರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಎರರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, here is the two values we measured. One is the A value and another is the B value. In case of a measured value, we got it some error. In A value, say this is X value. B value, say this is Y value. While this measuring, we got some errors, and that is what absolute error delta X. Here we got it delta Y. So therefore here in this case there is a error will be there, and that we will write it as, here one is addition, I will write it the heading for such. One we will go for combination of errors. Combination of errors, in which first one will be error of a sum or a difference. Error of a sum or difference. Error of a sum or difference. So here we have the two values. One is the A value and another is the B value. So after getting A and B values, so here A value, its error will be delta A. Otherwise A equal to X, then its difference will be delta X. So therefore X plus or minus delta X, or A plus or minus delta A, and another is B, that is B plus or minus delta B. So here Z equal to A plus B will be there. Z and when to measured values, here one is the A value, the mean value anta irtade, the A1 value, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು D value. After measuring in this A value, we got the sum error, that is error is delta A, and this may be plus or this may be minus, that is A plus or minus delta A, and here for this B plus or minus delta B. Now Z equal to, after measuring this, Z is A plus B, whereas in this also we are going to get in the error, that is Z plus or minus delta Z, and this is equal to now A plus or minus delta A. Idaita A Z andre A plus B, whereas Z plus or minus delta Z andre enaಗಬೇಕು A plus or minus delta A plus B plus or minus delta B. ಇದು ಎಡಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಸಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬರೀಬಹುದು, ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಹಿಯರ್ Z plus or minus delta Z equal to A plus or minus delta A plus B plus or minus delta B. Now here Z is Z plus or equal to here A plus B, right? Then plus or minus, what we will get? Delta A plus delta B. Otherwise plus or minus. So look here, this what we have LHS Z plus or minus delta Z. Here a plus b we got it, and this a plus b is nothing but a plus b ಅನ್ನೋದಲ್ಲಿ z ಅದ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು z plus or minus delta z equal to ಇದನ್ನು z ಆಯ್ತು, plus or minus delta a plus or minus delta b. So this z will be cancelled. Now delta z equal to delta a plus or minus delta b. This is what the error which we are going to measuring when the two quantities will be added. ಎರಡು ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ ಎರರ್ ಏನು ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ z equal to delta a plus or minus delta b. This delta a is the absolute error obtained in case of a absolute error, and this is the error which is obtained in b value while measuring absolute error. ಇವೆರಡು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಬಂತು, ಇದು ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಎರರ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಇದನ್ನ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ z ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ z ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ a divided by a plus or minus delta b divided by b. This it will be gives the relative error. ಇದೇನು ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದು relative error. Whereas the percentage error delta z by z into 100 equal to delta a by a plus or minus delta b by b into 100. This it will be gives the percentage error. ಇದು ಯಾವುದು? This relation is for absolute error. This relation will be for relative error, and this relation will be for absolute error. Sorry, relative error. Absolute, relative, and percentage error. ಇದು absolute. This one is relative, this one is percentage error. Say suppose for example you are going for idu minus ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಇದನ್ನು ಮೈನಸ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತೀವಿ, ಇದು ಪ್ಲಸ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈನಸ್, ಇದು ಏನಾಗ್ತೀವಿ, ಇದು ಮೈನಸ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತೀವಿ, ಇದು ಜಡ್ನು ಮೈನಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಅಂತ ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. That is delta a plus or minus delta b. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೂ, if there is a difference, then also we will get the same formula. ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಸೇಮ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ will be there. ಅದೇ ತರ we will go for the second a into b ಹೋಗಬೇಕು, third one a by b ಹೋಗಬೇಕು, and fourth one a to the power n ಹೋಗಬೇಕು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋನೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್. ಈ ಮೂರು ಕೇಸಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಗೇನ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಹೌ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ದ error when the two or more than two measured values will be either they are added or they can be multiplied or they can be divided or they can be exponential. So these things, remaining these three will continue in the next class. Okay, thank you.